While the woman was sound asleep, a creep actually crawled out from under her bed. The man pulled out a sedative and skillfully covered her mouth and nose. Then he walked into the bathroom and brushed his teeth with her toothbrush before carefully putting it back in place. After showering, he whistled while cleaning the floor. Once he'd cleaned up all the hair, he set an alarm clock, got naked and cuddled up with her to sleep. He'd been doing this for over half a year, and because he was so careful with every detail, the woman still had no idea. But there was some good news in his life. He passed his internship and was about to be promoted to full-time. That day, he missed the last bus when leaving work late. As he was figuring out how to get home, that weird guy who'd been pestering him at the bank showed up. He grabbed the woman's hand and tried to drag her away. Luckily, their section chief arrived just in time and drove her home. For the first time and alone while she felt safe, she got home safely, but the power was out in her apartment. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. Scared, she turned around and looked through the peephole. It was the section chief. He'd been in such a hurry to get out of the car that he'd left his wallet behind. He'd come to return it. After the section chief helped restore the power, he said he needed to use the bathroom. Afraid the bathroom might be dirty, she went in first to tidy up, only to find the toilet seat was up. She froze on the spot and opened the door in panic.
근데 과장님 어떻게 하셨어요? 어머니 말씀드린 적 있는 거.
이게
Before the section chief could respond, she made up an excuse about buying coffee and ran out. Seeing this, the section chief calmly closed the door. When she came back, she was followed by 2 policemen. She thought there was something wrong with the section chief. When they got to the door, she didn't dare to open it. Seeing her hesitation, the policeman asked for the password. She was taken to the police station. The police suspected she was one of the murderers because there were signs of a struggle with a third party in the room. The section chief had been sedated and then strangled. Plus, there were a lot of men's clothes in her apartment. The police thought she'd colluded with another man to kill him. She broke down. There was actually someone else living in her house, but she had no proof. In the end, she was let go. But as soon as she got back to the bank, the president fired her. It felt like there was no good news left in her life. For safety, she decided to move out right away. But while packing her things, she accidentally found an access card to the same building. Could this be the murderer's home? So she tried it on each door one by one. First door, second door, third door. Finally, the door on the 7th floor opened. The room was covered in dust. It looked like it had been abandoned for a long time. Through the documents on the table, her best friend who worked at the bank found out the woman's name and spending records. They called her phone, but no one answered. They discovered the woman from the 7th floor always bought 200 yuan worth of stuff at a convenience store at 1 p.m. So they decided to stake out the place. Suddenly, someone spent 200 yuan. It was a girl, and it was exactly 1 p.m. The two hurried to follow her, but lost her at a fork in the road. Helpless, the two sisters split up to search. She found a suspicious-looking house. The door lock was the same model as the one in her apartment. She tried a few random passwords, but none worked. Just as she was about to leave, she turned back and on a whim entered her own apartment password. The door opened. She sneaked into the house quietly. What she saw made her freeze in shock.